The first thing I do most mornings is run, right? I run the same route every day because it helps not make as many decisions. So I've got around 5 miles on the plate this morning because I want to prove to myself that even though there's no finish line today, I know I don't need one. Alrighty, let's get the watch on and start running. Let's go. My legs this morning, I'm feeling super heavy, feeling tired, but you know, sometimes you have to push through. You sometimes have to do what you hate. You know, for a long period, I hated running, I hated studying, and like switching off the PS4 and trying to study a bit more, you know. But all of these things are essential if you want to get better and grow. I'm now going to go get in a cold shower. I've been doing cold showers for a long time, and it's something that makes a boring shower make you feel so much better. If you want to get a bit of a natural high first thing in the morning, get out, get a sweat, have a cold shower. Honestly, you'll feel like the boss. Yeah. Something that I try my very best to do is embrace boredom by building my mind, right? When you're bored and you don't know what to do, right, find something that is your default. And for me, that's normally really like listening to an audiobook or studying and learning the art of engineering. But something that I think is really important to realize is that there's no perfect study method. I think 80% of the results come from doing one thing at once, right? Having the same simple setup, simple tools, the same tools, you know, and realizing that repetition and activity recall is really the most important parts, right? For years and years, people have got amazing results with just paper, right? You don't need any fancy tools. All you need is your mind, right? And for me, that's something I try and focus my mind on every day, is that discipline isn't choosing what matters right now, it's choosing what matters most. And it's not about what you want right now, you know, it's about building brick by brick your focus, and that's really uncomfortable, right? The only thing that's going to help you with that goal is staying with it and being okay with the suck. Unfortunately. Bloody hell. Do you hear that? Alright guys, I've just finished up my studying for the day. I'm going to do a workout here in the outdoor park. If you're bored, build something, you know. And that's the only thing that you can really control is your mind and your body, right? And if you've got those two things, you can be great for the relationships you have in your life as well. And I try and tell myself to show up even when I don't feel like it. That's why I work out every single day. What I try and do is make sure that I'm repeating the basics, you know, and like falling in love with the mundane process of working out. Because I believe the most important thing with anything, if you want to build something when you're bored, is to keep it very simple, right? Because when you overcomplicate things, it makes it harder for you to do it every day. And I think true progress comes from consistency and showing up every day, you know? And that's the things you don't see, right? It doesn't happen overnight. Trying to think of working out like taking a shower or something. Think of it like daily hygiene, something that you need to like have your daily minimum that you head towards.
Something that I don't talk about a lot here is like working in silence. You know, I share my routines here, but you know, a lot of it I don't, and I show up even when no one's looking, and that for me is really important because it helps you realize that like those are the moments that are so important, and I think need to be romanticized in your life, right? Because to get any goal that you want, if you want to be an engineer, doctor, or like even a startup founder, right? The thing that people see is that big finish line result, right? They don't see the hours and hours on your own, feeling lonely, feeling like you don't think you can do it. But then through the hard work and the consistency, you can prove to yourself that you can be that type of person, you know? And you need to embrace that boredom, you know, embrace the boring parts of your life, right? And for me, I do all of this to build myself up so that I can serve others, right? And that's probably one of the biggest parts of my life. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you for watching this video, and comment with any of your questions that you have with me, for me, or anything like that. See you in the next one. Peace.